Order this router on Sunday, was in my mailbox on Monday. Wow. We lost our computer/networking guru about 2 years ago. We're not completely ignorant about hardware/software, and we tend to get things done, eventually, with a lot of cussing and anger. I set this router up in under an hour. I followed the directions in the box and in the app, on my phone. Everything worked the way it should have. The hardest part was going to each device to ensure they were connected to the correct network. At this point in time, the only item on the list that has not happened is that after you set up the network via the phone app, Linksys is supposed to send an email to the supplied address to confirm your account. It's been several hours now, and there has been no email. I tried contacting support, and that's been a bit tedious. However, this glitch is not critical enough, to me, to lower my rating. I will update this review, if warranted, in the future. So far, so great. After having this thing a week and setting up another for a friend, I felt compelled to clear up some of the reviews with false information. To begin, this router, like all Linksys routers, has a web interface at 198.168.1 photo attached. Unbelievably, people have indicated it doesn't. You can navigate to this page and simply click Manual Setup or the large icon on the landing page to bypass the recommended app setup. If these people aren't savvy enough to figure out how to get to the manual configuration pages, I'm not sure they should be there in the first place. Regarding poor performance, I use this with a gigabit fiber connection from AT&T. I have bypassed my gateway through a smart switch which runs 802.3q packet shaping, and combined with this Linksys MR7350's MAC cloning capability, I can spoof AT&T into thinking I am still using their stock equipment. Long story short, I have no trouble pulling near 1000 MB/s down and up with this router. Obviously the performance on my smartphone is lower at 600/300 via Wi-Fi, but on my laptop with 802.11x, Intel AX200, wireless controller I get above gigabit speed over the network, 101 megabytes per second file transfer, faster than gigabit Ethernet, at 15 feet across the room to the couch, and obviously PEG-T. There are no performance problems with this router. I have 30 wireless devices, mostly 2.4 GHz smart home devices, online 24/7 including security cameras streaming 18 MB/s full time. All of these devices were on and running during my testing, so these tests are real-world scenarios and not cherry-picked. The router had not needed a reboot since setup. Granted, it's been a week, but I don't see any issues going forward considering how solid it has been for a week. All in all, my only complaint is really trivial. I wish they let me disable the LEDs like my previous Netgear was able to. The rear Ethernet link lights flashing off the wall doesn't work for the location I have this installed, on top of my entertainment stand next to a TV. I used this unit to replace an AC1900 Linksys router that was working great, but it was getting a bit overworked. I says it will handle 12 devices, and that is true. In fact, it was up to 32 devices when I replaced it. Why 32? I have no idea. I counted up my in-home divides, Fire Sticks on 4 different TV and laptops, tablets and cell phones and Solar Gateway Wi-Fi, and I counted 18 devices. I connected my new AC3000 Linksys mesh router and was surprised that it was smaller, physically, than the AC1900. The procedure for getting everything connected, wireless and otherwise, was super easy. Click link in description for more reviews.